Hi guys, welcome back. Today we are making coconut beans. I'll be using coconut cream, so if you have coconut milk, you can use it as well. If you have the raw coconut, you can use it. If you have the coconut flakes, those ones you first soak them in water for like 30 minutes, and then now you drain the water out. It's the water that you're going to use, not the flakes, and the water will be having that coconut flavor. So let me take you through the ingredients so that we can get started. If you're new, remember to subscribe, like and share this video. So let me show you the ingredients. For our ingredients, I have 2 tomatoes, I have 1 onion, I have 3 cloves of garlic, I have my coconut cream, and beans that I've already boiled and ready to make some delicious stew. And remember, with the coconuts, you can use it for a variety of other items, such as you can use it in chicken when you're making chicken curry, you can use it in fish, you can use it in your rice, and even when you're baking, you can as well use the coconut. It has a variety of uses. So don't forget that. Always like expand your mind when it comes to cooking, because it's always a creative outlet. So I've chopped my tomatoes. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to cut my onion. The reason I didn't want to cut it earlier, because I didn't want that aroma, the smell for onion to evaporate before I start frying it. And then I'll also be chopping my garlic into fine cuts, and then I'm going to fry them because I need the strong scent and flavor of these two. That's why I'm doing it now. So let's cut our onion. For the onion, you can cut it into any shape you want. So just make sure they are small and not big chunks. I'm going to heat my pan that I'll be using today, or my cooking pot that I'll be using today, then add in about 3 tablespoons of oil so that we can be able to fry the onions and the garlic and everything to make that nice, rich, thick stew. Once your oil is nice and hot, then I'll start by adding in my onions. And then for the onions, you let them cook until they're golden brown, because we want all that flavor of onions to get released into the oil. So we'll give it some time for it to cook completely until they are golden brown but not burnt before we add in anything else. So now, as you can see, our onions are brownish but not burnt. Now from here, I'm going to add in the garlic. So we're going to cook this garlic for about 5 seconds. And then after the garlic, we'll be adding in our tomatoes. So we are going to cook the tomatoes until they are ready. So they are going to take about 10 minutes or so. It also depends on how ripe your tomatoes were. As you can see, mine are not too ripe, so they'll take a bit of time. So I'm just going to cover this sufuria and give it some time to cook. So it's been a few minutes, around 10, and as you can see, my tomatoes are done. Not really done, but they're almost. So what I like doing at this point, I'll add in my beans. Then I'll just cover for like 2 minutes, and then I put in something else. So from here, just mix everything slowly. And then what I like doing at this point, I like seasoning my beans to taste. So I'll just do that with some salt. So you season to your liking. And then I'll just add in about 1 cup of water, because I don't want it to have a lot of stew. I'm not a fan of stew in beans myself. So I'll just let it simmer for about 5 minutes, and then from there we'll move on to the next step.
Okay, recording.
So it's been about 5 minutes, and my beans have been boiling. So at this point, I will just add in my coconut cream. Then after this cream, I'm going to add some more water now. And then I'm going to mix now everything together. If you have cilantro, you can as well add it in, but I'll be garnishing mine with some hoho later on, because I don't want the capsicum or the hoho to be overcooked. So at this point, I will want to cover it and let it simmer for another 10 minutes, because I want the flavor of the coconut to infuse very well in the beans, and then it should be ready for service. So as you can see, the water that I added in has reduced. Now we just have the beans and the stew that we'll need as we eat our beans. Maragwa ya nazi. So now it's ready. I'll just switch off the heat and give it a few minutes to cool as I prepare something else that I'll be serving it with. And then I'm going to show you how it will be looking like on the plate. So I've been preparing my rice, and as you can see, it's ready, portion for 2 because we are 2. And I just want to add in our beans. Sorry. I just love the color of these beans, the aroma. Oh my god, just everything you need right now. So now that is ready. If you want, you can garnish with some coriander. If you don't, it's still okay. I was to add in some capsicum, but because I just want to eat, I'm hungry, and I've been tasting the beans. They're so delicious. So I think for me it's done, but for for the photo, I'll do the garnish. So I want to taste the beans and the rice. I just love how thick the stew is, and is actually really nice, very nice, very delicious. And remember, you can always serve the beans with chapatis, rice, mashed potatoes, whatever that you desire is still going to work perfectly. So I want to go finish eating my food, so I'll see you next time. I hope you enjoyed spending time with me. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share this video, and let me know what you'd like me to prepare for you next time. Bye.